Hello everyone, this is DragonLoon and welcome back to Factorio and another episode on Spaceblock. Now, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, just to have things go a little bit quicker. So I finished out the small array down here for power for our steam power generation. Excuse me. The array for coal for our steam power generation. I did also finish out this one side of our steam generator so that now we have 4 steam generators and now we can produce a maximum of 4.8 megawatts. I also put in this array here for stone, which if we use max rate calculator, we can see that we are generating a net of 1.4 stone per second. Well, yeah, I'm not sure why it's only 1.4, but it is what it is. I've got 14 assemblers working on stone right here, and it's all feeding into one assembler making landfill, and we're doing pretty good on that too. I've also started to set up this assembler, this array here to produce iron once it fills up more. The only downside is that we're still going to have to manually fill our coal in our furnaces, but that will be okay for the time being. So a little bit more copper, and we're going to make one more inserter, because what we are going to do is we are going to have, we need 2 inserters, I'm sorry. We are just going to have all of that put into one, from both furnaces into one crate. So, let me make another assembler. The next thing that we want to work on after we have finished this array here, which will increase our iron production, is we want to work on getting to this technology here, Architecture 1, which will get us our factory building Mark 1. The downside is that it takes raw stone, and we're currently using all of our raw stone over here for landfill. Now, the reason that I want to try and get there is because I have these blueprints over here, which are actually in my old factory mod blueprint book, and what they do is they produce both coal and like iron plates, or I also have one for copper plates right here, and they all use a factory building Mark 1 to produce that. So that is what I want to work on for the time being. Sorry, I didn't recognize those blueprints. But in order to do that, we need some science. So we are going to need to have stone walls researched. And what we'll do is we will open up our auto research, hit only research queued, and we are going to do stone walls. And then we are going to research, what was it again? Architecture 1. So there we go. Architecture 1. So we will do those 2 first. But unfortunately, that means that we are going to need 200 for Architecture 1 and 10 for stone walls. So we need 210. And that means that we need 420 iron plates and 210 copper plates. That's a lot. Give me a moment to get this going and get all of that research generated, and I will be right back. All right, so we have all of our research done, and while I've been waiting for the research packs to be produced, I have been working on trying to build up all of the resources that we're going to need for this blueprint here. So I've been working on getting the transport belts, the splitters, the assembly machines, things like that. In fact, I think I need to also grab those, and we need to make some more of those. Because yes, we need 10 stone furnaces. So let's go ahead and dump these science packs into, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this, and then grab a box and dump all of those science packs there, because you can't put more than 200 in the lab at one time, and this will just allow us to just, you know, continuously feed that. So in the meantime, what we can do is we can come in here and take a look at the architecture and hover over the factory building in here, and we can see that we need 500 stone, 500 iron plates, and 100 copper plates. So we have a ways to go before we can do that. However, in the meantime, we can make some more belts, and then we have to make, let's see, we have 28 splitters, we need 46, so we need another, mental math not working, I don't know, 18? Yeah, another 18 of those, and a bunch more of the chutes. We'll have plenty of belts, and then we need 24 more assemblers. We still need a lot more. Give me a little bit more time again, and I will be right back once we have everything researched and produced. All right, so we have our architecture 1, which allows us to make factory buildings Mark 1. It does also unlock all this awesome research, but we can't do that yet because it takes a lot of research. But eventually we'll be able to have fluids going in and out of the building with a buffer type. We'll be able to use chests as connections. We'll be able to connect them through circuitry, as well as use these to display what's in the factories. In alt view, we'll also be able to get lights, which I think we should do once we set up our first iron production. So what we need to do is we need to collect up 100 copper plates, 500 iron plates, and 500 stone, and then we need to make one factory building Mark 1. And while that's producing, we'll go ahead and let this run, but once we get the factory building made, we're going to go ahead and delete all of this because we're going to put the factory building right here. So, then once we have that done, we'll make one for stone. Actually, we'll increase the amount of stone that we're producing so that we can siphon a little bit off for, you know, more buildings, as well as produce landfill a lot quicker. Then we'll make one for copper, and I think we should be fairly good on power for now, but then we can always continue to expand this out. And I think this small array right here will be sufficient for the time being, even adding in a few more of the steam turbines, like another one of these blueprints here. Yeah. I think that should be good, even at max, maybe at max consumption. We might be able to keep up with the coal production with just this small array, but we will have to see. And I just noticed that our factory building is complete. So let's go ahead and delete that. And then we don't want to get rid of this iron just yet, because we're going to use that iron and this coal to jumpstart our factory building. So we will take this factory building and we will put it down right there. And then we need to hook it up to the power grid, as well as hook our stone production back up to the power grid. Now, if we go in here, we can take this blueprint and we can slap it in like that. And if you look down here, you can see that I'm splitting the coal off because we produce with this array here a bit more coal than we need. So let's go ahead and stand right there and we will build this. All right, so now that that's done, let's take our coal and we will utilize even distribution to place that in there. Then we'll take our iron and again with even distribution, just like that. And there we go. So now that is producing, and we will quickly get some iron plates coming out from here and some coal coming out from here. What we'll want to do then is throw the iron plates into a box. All right, so once again, we have some more research that we need to do, which is our lights. So what is that research? That is integrated lighting, factory upgrade integrated lighting. Right here. So we will research that next. Then, sadly, we cannot do the preview because we don't have green science yet. So, let's check on this. Aha, yes, very good. We're already getting iron down here, which is exactly what we want. And this is set up to where, every smelter or every furnace will have both iron and coal. These last few may or may not get iron and coal because it's set up in an overflow capacity. So the coal will go into this furnace first, and then as it backs up, it will keep going down the line. So all we have to do is wait for the coal to back up over here, and then we will start producing iron plates. And I believe that we will be producing just over 3 iron plates per second. Not too bad. And there's our first coal. All right, so now we need to start generating or start producing the resources we need to make another one of these factories. Except this time it's only going to produce stone. And we'll have the landfill being produced outside the factory building. But for the time being, we also need to get this research so that we can see what's going on in here. Because without those lights, it is very dark in here. All right, so we have all the resources down here that we need, or all the buildings, I should say, except for the factory building Mark 1. We don't have that one. So we need to collect up another 100 copper, 500 iron, and 500 stone. Make that, and while that is being made, let's go ahead and remove this stone production right there. And while I was waiting, I did research the interior lights, and so now, as you can see, we can see. So we can now, let's put a blank one there, and I want to put, oh, I didn't want to put that there. Okay. That's okay. We can pick it up. All right. So we are going to put a blank one there. That's going to be our copper production. And then our stone production, we're going to put right there. And output going to be right there. Let's this down like that so that we can hook it up, and then we don't have enough production. Oh, wait, yes we do. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, and the great thing right now is that we can take this and we can start putting it in some of these machines. Oh no. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, again, not quite what I wanted to do, but at least we have some in every row. So now we will come out here. And once again, we will put that making landfill. No, we don't want to do that. And that out by a couple. Throw down a splitter. That will fill up a box with 500. Then we can put down our assembly machine. And have it going into a box. Just like that. All right, so once this backs up, we will be producing 4.4 stone per second. Why does my blueprint say that it's 6.6 per second? Hold on. Does stone take longer to produce? Interesting. Okay, so when I made this blueprint, something was going wrong because it's not 6.6 per second. Anyway, so that is okay. We will get that going, and then I will get copper going up here. And then after we get those going, I think the next thing that we want to work on is getting the production going for early science. Because this will allow us to get green and red science going. And then we'll want to work on building our Mark 1 mall, which will start producing everything that we need, at least to get going. So, however, I think that will have to come next time. But what I will do off camera, because it does take a really long time to build up these resources, I am going to go ahead and get our copper production going in this small building here. And that way we can start moving. But now that we have this production, stone production up and going, we should be able to start producing landfill a lot quicker. So things should start progressing just a tad bit quicker now. However, that again will be all for today. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to smash that like button down below. If you have any comments or questions about some of the mods maybe, or anything that you saw in this episode, please make sure to leave a comment down below. I would really enjoy to hear from you. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any more of this really awesome content. And as always, stay frosty out there.